everyone, this is Daniel, and I'm going to share with you some buys that I had lately. Some really odd bullion that you don't see very often. I have some Grady coins that come back from NGC that I want to share with you. And first off, I'm gaining several new subscribers a day. So I want to make sure that everyone knows my website's portraitcoinshop.com. If you're interested in coins or anything like that, here's my email. It's always best to send me an email. Sometimes phone calls get pretty hectic and trying to answer them and people are beeping in. So I only have one line here at the shop. But anyways, I have, a lot of coins I'm putting up and some more. And a lot of these coins you're going to see in this video will be up on this website eventually. Some of them are up today. If they're not, they've probably been sold. Just send me an email and I'll get back with you as soon as I can on it. So first things first, what I think I'll do, I'm going to show you some graded stuff. Now, I bought, and I'm in a coin dealer network, so I buy from different dealers, and some dealers call me up and ask me, are you interested in this? And they know what I'm looking for. So I'll buy it from them. So first off, I bought some, ICG coins. And what I did was I went through all these coins, and the ones that I thought were the grade, I felt I was comfortable with, I just went ahead and left them in the holders. Now, I did buy some that are not, and I will crack those out of those holders, and I'll tell you why in a minute here. So anyways, I got coins like this, and they're just really nice looking coins. And I felt like, that was nice enough to be a 64, and I base it off of a lot of graded coins, because I run into a lot of graded coins. I get a chance to buy a lot. So I have those, and I bought some NGCs, a little better years, like the 84 plain, an 83 plain, 82 plain. They're just a tad bit better, $5 or $10 better than your normal average common date Morgan dollars. I bought some piece. Unfortunately, when you buy lots, sometimes you get coins that are a little dark, and maybe that's not something most people would like to have. Some people do like these, though. And some collectors enjoy a little patina on their coins. And then there's some of them that want their coins to be about as bright white as possible, and I'm one of them. I'm kind of particular. I like them with a little bit of luster on them. So I bought those. I'm always looking for, graded common piece. I don't see those very often anymore. So I bought several of those, and then I've got a couple, here I'll share this with you, because if you can opt in, if you send coins to NGC, especially bulk submissions, you can tell them that just holder and BU uncirculated if they don't meet a grade. You can do that, or you can have them send them back to you. Well, here is an example of a brilliant uncirculated. Now, I've heard a lot of controversy on BU coins, but it means brilliant uncirculated, and it has nothing to do with what grade that coin is. This coin's obviously a mint state 60. So mint state 60, any coin that's brilliant uncirculated can be mint state 60 all the way up. It has to be uncirculated, nowhere, all the way up to 70. I mean, if that's a possibility, not for a Morgan, but 69 is. So that's what you have to think about whenever you're looking at BU. Okay, don't let anybody tell you anything else. That's what BU means. Then another thing I got here, which is really nice, and if you don't know, this is a PCI holder. Okay. They used to be located down in Georgia. I think they still are. Then it was Dave Lawrence bought them out. The point of it is that the old green border labels are considered their most conservative time. Now this coin right here in this grade, if it was actually a 65, now it's close. It's a nice looking coin. I've seen some 65s look like this. I personally think it's a 64. That's what I would grade it as. But PCGS has this listed at $2,500. So, it's really rare 79.0 in 65, and it's still rare in 64. And so, I bought that. It came in the lots. Then I got a couple other coins here. And now, these here are Morgans again, VAM. VAM is a variety. VAM stands for Van Allen, Malice. They were the ones that wrote the book on Morgan dollars. It's an acronym for their names, basically letters from their names. So anyways, this one here is the 7/8 tail feathers. And on the reverse of the eagle, you'll be able to see it. This is the weak version. It's not the most valuable one. But at the bottom of the tail feathers, you can see a real light extra feathers at the bottom. It's kind of hard to see probably in this image, but you can kind of get an idea. If you look at the middle tail feather, you can see just a little bit of a dash. And that's what you're looking for on those. 7/8, 8 tail feathers. You've got different tail feathers. And then this one here, and this was kind of a rare van. Now, unfortunately, it was labeled as clean, but I've seen clean coins, or I've seen problem-free coins in holders looking like this. And this one could have went either way. I don't see any clean lines, anything harsh on the coin. And it's actually a 79 with a reverse of 78. So they used the reverse die of a 78S and on a 79. And they did that a lot with different coins. But, you know, that's a nice coin to me. I think it's a problem-free coin. Only because I've seen NGC grade them like this. But, I mean, obviously, it doesn't have the contrast I like to see. It just doesn't have clean lines, though. And it's just one of those things where you see coins in holders, and you think, wow, that should have been labeled clean, and then it's not labeled clean. And then you turn around and see one labeled clean that looks just like it, right, like this one. And that's happened to me a few times. This is the newer PCI. This is what PCI became after they stopped using their green labels, and consider them liberal on their grading in this. And like I said, I don't know. I've got these discounted on the website. I'm not trying to charge the full-blown 65 price for it. And then I bought a few, and this one I think is one of my favorites. It's an A2S. I'm not so much into the tone coins, but these are 65, and I bought several of these. And as you can see, the crescent toning on this coin, it's actually pleasing if you get the light on it a little bit, but it's really a subdued pastel tone. And then I've got another one, and this one's just your normal, just a flat, kind of no contrast tone. It's like a little, burgundy type collar there. And then on the reverse, though, you can see that it's just your normal, bright, pretty much white Morgan dollar. Then there's a couple of them in here. I want to show you one of them that at first I kind of thought it was ugly, but when I start looking at it, the different collars, it's not a bad looking coin. It's kind of mottled, but it's still, it's got a little bit of a pleasing appearance to it. The reverse, not so much. And sometimes you wonder how in a world a coin with a tone like this, did it get something on it? It's kind of hard to think of a tone like that in a mint bag. But anyways, I got several of those, and the dealer sent me this package. Basically, he's like, man, I'm going to send you a few things. I know what you need, but this one here was kind of the surprise in the package. A seated dollar. I thought, wow, that's cool, and it's a problem-free, so it's a G4. And it's a, $300 coin. There's not a whole lot of difference in gray sheet, wholesale, and retail on these. They're just rare. You're not going to see them all the time, and especially problem-free. And that's nice coin to have. It's a 1841. So I went through these, and I picked out certain ones that I am not going to sell in the holders. I'm just not going to do it. I don't agree with the grades, the condition of the coin. I'm just not going to do it. I think it's horrible. So this one here is a 83cc, and they've got MS65 on it, NGS. They're not a real grading company. They never actually would grade people's coins. The barcode's a junk thing. I mean, it's just one of those where someone wanted to grade the coins. They might have accepted submissions, but it was not a reputable company. And like I said, I don't know the details. A lot of them never had websites, and if they did, they're defunct now. It's a nice mint state authentic coin, but it's a mint state 63. That's what I've got to price it at. I'm busting it out of that holder. I'm not selling that holder. I won't do it. Same thing, NTC was actually a real grading company. I think they still are. And they'll grade coins. At one time, they were kind of respectable. I never thought I liked their grades. This one's accurately graded, but I'm not going to pass on NTC coins. I just think they need to be out of their holders. Here's an ICG. I don't know whether ICG did this at one time. Maybe they did. I can't remember. It's been so long since I've actually looked at it, but look at that border around it. It's like an insert. I don't know. I can't remember, but I'm taking it out of that because I don't like it. Is it graded accurately? Yeah, I mean, it's all right. But I'm going to sell them. And here's another one, NGS. Now, they were a real grading company, and they seem to grade coins halfway decent, but I'm not going to sell it. I'm not going to pass it around. I'm not knocking new grade, as far as that's concerned. They never overgraded stuff all the time or anything like that. And like I said, it seems like they're pretty accurate. I just don't like the holder myself. I'm just not into the holders. You know, and like I said, everybody wanted to experiment with trying to grade coins and, you know, sell them for more money on eBay and maybe make some money grading coins and all that. I just, you know, that happens so much now. We need a better grading system. We don't need more grading companies, and that's just the way I feel about it. Now I got a little bit of bullion here. I got a couple of the pant bars. Now these are 100 grams. Basically, you're looking at a little over 3 ounces. You know, they're pretty nice looking bars. I'll have these up on the site there, and they won't last long. Now, for those of you who want to know, I keep seeing people asking me questions in here. You know, I don't want to pay much over melt for silver. I don't. You know, I would like to be $1 over or at melt or whatever. But as you all well know, I just think that melt value is just fake. But what do we go by? I mean, if people are paying me $25 an ounce, then I'm going to buy, you know, around that, or at least under that, so I can make some money. So even though I feel like it's kind of a fake melt, I mean, you're still trying to normalize something. I mean, as a coin dealer, you kind of get stuck with what Wall Street tells you is melt, you know, and everybody wants to go along with that, and the mines go along with that. So you're kind of stuck with that. But this, I actually paid $20 an ounce for this, okay, and I have been paying over that for Silver Eagles. And then I got a few, you know, generic rounds that'll be up. Not really anything special in those. I did get the new 2020 Gorilla, which I don't really like the design very well, but I'll show it to you. It's okay. I think the background when they put the plants in the background or whatever it is, I think it kind of muddled it up. It's too busy for me. It's not an ugly, but then there's 2 of them here that I really like. And some of you are going to know what these are because you're stackers. Some of you won't. I didn't. I haven't bought these before. So this is what they are. They're basically 2016, and this one's a 5 troy ounce. You know, that's a hunk of silver right there. And it's kind of patinaed to age it, make it look older. There's the reverse. And then, of course, I got the 2-ounce version. It looks the same. It's just 2 ounces. So that's basically a few things that I bought. I get boxes every day. I'm always buying. I'm buying kind of aggressively. I'm trying to have as much stuff as I can up on the website for everybody. Give you a nice variety, some decent coins. And I'm going to tell you something. If I mark a coin clean, it's probably not very pretty. And if I mark it call, it's not very pretty. But unfortunately, I get those kind of coins in the shop, and I have to sell them. So I try to sell them at a discount. But if I put up a graded coin and any type of BU coin, you know, I may use some stock photos, but I can assure you those coins are very nice. They're going to be good. You're not going to be disappointed in them. You're not going to get junk. And if you're not happy, you can always, you know, give them a refund. What I want to do now is the reveal. We're going to open up this box. I'm going to talk about these coins a little bit. Okay, as I've always told people before, I send off problem coins for various reasons, and I want to explain each one of these, why I sent them off. Okay. First off, this one is an 1814/3. It's the Overton 101, and that's the O, and that's the person that, like I said, they use the acronym of the person's name who wrote the book on things. And it's obverse scratched. Okay, now this is a really good coin, but unfortunately, I needed a grade on it. I needed a net grade because with it having the values, and I'm going to show you here in a minute, I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. With it having the values that it has, to be fair to the collector and the person that buys it, we can go off of the very fine details and basically very fine 20 price. Some people might go fine 15. But what we're going to do is I'm going to show you here. So there's less controversy. You have the 1814/3. Now this is the Overton 101, so you'll have to hit the little plus and see which one it is. Okay, so we got the Overton 101, and this is the most rare of the 14/3s for this out of the 101s. And as you can see, very fine 30 is $1,500. Now we can get back here to the. This is the reason I sent it off, because I wanted to get a net grade on it because it was so damaged that you know, the coin needed to have a particular grade. So it's basically $1,100 in very fine 20. I'm probably going to try to sell it for $800, which is actually fine money. Yes. So we're looking at probably less than fine money for this coin. And the reason I'm doing that is because, you know, it's a problem coin, and problem coins take a discount. And we're talking, you know, if you talk about a coin that I probably could have got $1,500 out of, you know, that I'm going to have to take 800 for. So you can see you can do the math on that. So the other one that I did was a half cent, and it's a 1835. And the problem with this one is I knew that it was really nice, and I was on the borderline of whether this coin was actually circulated or uncirculated, and I'll show you. I bought it from a dealer who thought it was uncirculated. You know, and it didn't look like it had much wear on it. There's a little bit on the holder there. And, you know, I looked at it, and I thought, to me, when I looked at the reverse, that the collar had been messed with a little bit. Basically, it looked like it's had some issue. See the discoloration on the reverse? You know, I felt that might tip the scales in it being a problem coin. So I almost put it up in the group as, I almost put it up on the website as a MS, and I'm glad I didn't, because I you know, I would feel really bad, man, because sometimes you just don't see it. I don't see where the wear's at on this coin, but yet I did think it had a problem. Now I can safely say, okay, I can sell it for AU details, basically AU 50 price, and I'll feel comfortable with it. And the person who gets this coin, they're going to be happy with it, because it is a really nice looking coin. Trust me on that. Then this one is not a problem coin, but I wanted to make sure, because of the details of the coin and because it's an 1827 cap bust half, I wanted to get that grade on there, because some people would say it's close, it's AU. And I didn't want to sell it for AU money. I didn't want someone to confuse it. It has a lot of details. Very nice looking coin. You know, and like I said, some people might have thought that was AU. They said it was extra fine 45. So it's still a nice coin. You know, and those grades, when they start getting in the extra fine and up, and some of the earlier ones in very fine are very valuable. It's got a little bit of cardboard from the holder. They sent it back in, or the cardboard box. And this is, also, I meant to say on the 2, it's a square base 2 on the 27, which does have a little bit of a difference in value when it comes down to it, because the curl base in extra fine 45 is worth a lot more. I'll show you here. As you can see, it's basically curl base, and you've got the square base. And this is a square base, 275 to 550. So we're looking at, and a lot of times you got to come in and click on it to see it actually every grade when you're over here on PCGS. Now I know this is an NGC coin, but we're just looking at PCGS. It's just what I go to. It's kind of like one of my go-to places here. But you know, 45, you're looking at $300. You know, so that's a good little coin to have. So anyways, thanks for watching my latest video, and I hope you enjoyed the shares and the coins. You'll see them up on the website, like I said. And please hit the sub button, and have a great day.